It seems a no-brainer that if you buy a game or a piece of software, that it should be yours to use whenever you want. But if you play video games regularly, chances are you've played, or at the very least encountered, video games that charge a monthly fee to play. Doesn't it sound bizarre, having to pay to play a game you already own? Let's take a closer look at this concept and its use. The main example I'm going to be using is World of Warcraft. If you wanted to get into World of Warcraft right now, it'd be the cost of the subscription, which gives you the base game and all but the latest expansion, which is Battle for Azeroth, currently priced at 70 AUD. In the past though, you would have had to buy the expansions as they came out, adding up to a total of 7 expansions. On top of being subscribed for all those months, that is a hefty amount of money just to play World of Warcraft for 15 years. Earlier in its life, World of Warcraft was able to push a steady stream of content on a regular basis, with content gaps few and far between, this being the payoff for being a subscription game. Contrast this with the infamous content gap during Warlords of Draenor in 2014 to 2015, where subscribers were subjected to 14 months without a major update. Can this be considered good value? And would any other industry that uses a subscription model, such as a magazine or newspaper, be able to get away with this? What isn't always thought about when justifying what goes into a subscription's cost is the fact that game subscriptions are almost always alongside MMORPGs, because they have to actually host mammoth servers all over the globe. Add in the regular content updates and customer service, and you can see the bigger picture. That and nobody would pay to play COD every month, unless of course you're on console. Same goes for OSRS these days. They upped the membership price to 15 AUD, but release regular content updates and provide greater support to the community. You might be thinking, but this happens with other games that aren't subscription based. And you're right. With games like Rocket League, PUBG and Fortnite, where you get new maps, guns and cosmetics every season, instead of paying for a subscription, you have loot crates, which pay for those developments. More on that later. The factors that allow this to happen is the fact that WoW and OSRS are monolithic games that do take a hardy investment of time to kind of complete. So if you enjoy the grind, you're going to stick around for years. And even if you weren't, it's just like a gym membership. You might not use it, but you stay subscribed. Just in case. I'm privy to that one, sadly. Anyway, that service works a lot better with MMORPGs because they are longer and grindier compared to FPS types. My mate has played World of Warcraft for 13 years, which is about $2,500, as he has been subscribed the whole time, because it's just one of those games he can fall back on when he doesn't know what to play. I've been subscribed to old school RuneScape since its re-release in 2013. I do the same thing. I am a subject of this service. So what happened to this subscription platform that games used to offer? Well, they opted for something that earns them more money and the spending is optional. The loot crate system. I did a video about cosmetic versus pay to win items, which kind of ties in here if you want to watch that. Some people never buy keys or crates or whatever it may be. On the other hand, some use it to make money. At the end of the day, the publisher wins, relying on whales to meet their quotas. The loot box system replaced the subscription service because logically, if there is no pay barrier to play, then you've already opened your market to the masses. Then when playing, publishers can smack you in the face with cosmetic items, which at a base level are only $2.50. And what's $2.50 compared to $15 a month? If you're willing to spend any money, you're bound to spend a lot, and that's what publishers are betting on. And so it ends up being more expensive for you than a subscription service, with not as much effort being put in by the publisher. In the end, there's two ways to look at subscriptions: as an extremely lucrative way for avaricious companies to prey on mummy's credit card, or as a valuable way to fund passionate developers who want to be able to support their games in the long term. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. You don't have to invest into loot crates or play games that have a subscription. Whether it is for a game's greater good or for the lining of a publisher's suit, be responsible, but have fun. This has been Bert. See ya.